The sinking of the RMS Titanic stands as one of the most iconic and tragic events in maritime history. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the supposedly unsinkable luxury liner collided with an iceberg during its maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York City, USA. What followed was a harrowing sequence of events that led to the loss of over 1,500 lives and shook the world's confidence in modern engineering and maritime safety. This introduction sets the stage for exploring 50 unique and compelling facts about the Titanic disaster, shedding light on various aspects of the ship, its passengers, the events leading up to the sinking, and its enduring impact on maritime history and popular culture. The Titanic was built by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Northern Ireland. It took about 3 years to construct the Titanic, from March 1909 to May 1911. The Titanic was designed by naval architect Thomas Andrews. It was one of 3 Olympic-class ocean liners built by the White Star Line, alongside the Olympic and Britannic. The Titanic was launched on May 31, 1911. Its construction cost around $7.5 million at the time, equivalent to roughly $180 million today. It was considered the largest and most luxurious ship of its time. The Titanic's length was approximately 882 feet and 9 inches, 269 meters. The Titanic could accommodate over 2,200 passengers and crew in its 9 decks. The Titanic's first-class accommodations were opulent, featuring amenities such as a swimming pool, gymnasium, and luxurious suites. The second-class accommodations were also comfortable and well-appointed. The third-class accommodations were basic but still considered better than many other ships of the time. The Titanic's maiden voyage began on April 10, 1912, departing from Southampton, England, and making stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now Cove, Ireland, before heading to New York City, USA. Captain Edward Smith, a veteran White Star Line captain, was in command of the Titanic. Its crew consisted of around 900 people. Its voyage was smooth until the night of April 14, 1912. The Titanic struck an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. on April 14, 1912, while sailing in the North Atlantic Ocean. The iceberg ripped a series of holes in the Titanic's hull, causing it to flood. The distress calls were received by nearby ships, including the RMS Carpathia, which was the first to respond. The RMS Carpathia arrived at the location at around 4 a.m. on April 15, 1912. The lifeboats were initially launched with far fewer passengers than their full capacity, contributing to the loss of life. The Titanic's band famously played music to calm passengers as the ship sank. It broke in two as it sank, with the bow and stern sections separated. It sank at approximately 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912. Over 1,500 people lost their lives in the Titanic disaster, making it one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. Among the passengers lost were some of the wealthiest individuals of the time, including John Jacob Astor IV and Benjamin Guggenheim. The survivors were rescued by the RMS Carpathia and later transported to New York City. The sinking led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations, including requirements for more lifeboats and improved communication systems. The Titanic's wreck was discovered on September 1, 1985, by a team led by Dr. Robert Ballard. The wreck lies at a depth of about 12,500 feet, 3,800 meters, in the North Atlantic Ocean. The wreck has been explored by numerous expeditions, revealing new insights into the ship's final moments. The wreck has become a protected maritime memorial site under international law. The Titanic's sinking remains a subject of fascination and inquiry, with ongoing research into its causes and consequences. The sinking led to changes in passenger safety procedures, including mandatory lifeboat drills. The sinking had a profound impact on public perception of ocean travel and technological progress. The wreck is slowly deteriorating due to corrosion and damage from deep-sea currents. The sinking led to improvements in shipbuilding technology and safety measures. The final meal service included dishes such as roast duckling and peaches and chartreuse jelly. The Titanic's passengers included honeymooners, families, and solo travelers. The wreck site is located about 370 miles, 600 kilometers, southeast of Newfoundland. The sinking led to improvements in iceberg detection and avoidance technology. The sinking was the subject of numerous investigations and inquiries. The wreck has been visited by numerous expeditions, and artifacts have been recovered from the site. The Titanic's sinking led to changes in maritime law, including the establishment of the International Ice Patrol to monitor iceberg danger in the North Atlantic. The Titanic's crew included members from various countries, including Britain, Ireland, and the United States. The survivors were taken to New York City, where they were met by crowds of reporters and well-wishers. The sinking led to improvements in shipbuilding materials and construction techniques. The Titanic's final radio messages included distress calls and reports of the ship's sinking. The Titanic's sinking was witnessed by nearby ships, including the SS California, which was criticized for failing to respond to the distress signals. The Titanic's sinking was the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries. The lifeboats were not filled to capacity when launched, leading to additional loss of life. The sinking of the Titanic remains a poignant reminder of the fragility of human endeavors in the face of nature's forces. Despite its grandeur and state-of-the-art technology, the Titanic fell victim to an iceberg, highlighting the hubris of assuming invincibility. The tragedy sparked widespread changes in maritime safety regulations, communication procedures, and ship design, aiming to prevent such disasters in the future. Yet, the memory of the Titanic lives on, immortalized in literature, film, and collective memory, serving as a somber testament to the perils of overconfidence and the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. As we reflect on the 50 unique facts surrounding the Titanic disaster, we honor the lives lost and the lessons learned from this unforgettable chapter in history. If you find this video interesting, then please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Also, let us know what topic you would like to see a video on in the comments section below.